Alright, I am here, as you may have guessed. I don't know, screen. I'm trying to get these screens readjusted correctly, guys. Because got a new monitor, and anytime I get a new monitor, OBS does weird things with the sizing of images for some reason. I gotta resize things. Probably has something to do with resolution or something. I don't know. I'm not an expert, obviously. All right, well, let's see if the rest of these fools are back. Hey, guys. I am here.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, they are back.
Yo. Yeah.
All right. All right. So I think when we come back from like commercial or whatever, we have like a scene of two waiters in like a kitchen. Two butlers, I guess. And they're the two butlers we saw interacting with Meryn. And the one guy says, I don't know, it kind of makes sense if he's Crudyat's son. Only a man that foul could birth a child like this or something. And the other guys, and the yeah, and the other guy's like, he's like, yeah, he's like, the other guy's like, no, I'm telling you, I've met Crudyat, and there's no way he has a kid. Whose kid is this? I don't know. He paid, from what I heard, he paid the 10 gold for the room. So, I mean, we'll buy you another pen. It's really not that big of a deal. And yeah, and yeah, that's the conversation. And then we cut back to, I guess, everyone else at their inn. What's going on? What's the scene we fade back in on?
I think we're getting ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to gather.
I think we're following Havoc's lead.
Now, this is going to require you all to be quiet. Do you understand quiet?
No.
Ambien, you hear a tapping, like a light tapping sound, on at the window. It kind of reminds you, maybe at some point you've slept somewhere where there's a glass window and there was like a tree branch that was caught in the wind and it was overgrown and it was just long enough to barely touch the window when the wind blew right. Maybe during a hard storm or something. And it's just like a light tapping sound. But you hear it at the window. Only Ambien hears it.
I look at the window and I was like, I think Meryn's here. Probably by the window.
Oh, let me there we go. Sorry.
Why
Chat.
Soul reaches for his gun. Just in case.
You grab the
Like,
gun.
already this feather.
Okay, do you open the window or like what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
Havoc, you're his friend, right? You're his like acquaintance. Why not you open the window for him?
The tapping doesn't happen again. It would just like 2-3 quick taps and then it stops. It doesn't keep happening or anything.
I'll look at the window. Why? See any?
You look out the window, there's nothing there.
No, I'm like kind of from the middle of the room. I'm just looking at the window.
Yeah.
Because I assume if it was Meryn, there would be a note on the window at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see anything.
Sure, I'll walk over and kind of look through.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's also, I mean, there's no branches or anything close to the window that should be able to tap on it.
I didn't hear the tapping.
Yeah, you didn't hear it.
Why do you think Meryn's here?
That's quite odd. I heard something tap. Well, maybe let's just go climb that wall. Wait, what is it?
Weirding out the players with all these seemingly random things. All right, so you guys finish getting your gear together. They don't know what to do. You guys finish getting your gear together, and you just head off to go, like, plunder Crudyat's manor or whatever.
Now, listen, everyone. Can't all go at once. Weird. So, how big is the window?
I mean, I'm picturing an average sized glass window, so maybe 2-3 feet across tops, and then from top to bottom probably 4 or 5 feet.
To make my life easier, can the window be on this side?
I was actually imagining it on this side just because that's where most everyone is clustered.
Wait, which side? This side?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like,
So
doesn't.
where does it lead out to? Because this looks like one huge thing of houses.
I mean, there's probably another small alleyway right there, but yeah, I mean, there's another roof like immediately there. I imagine this is like a couple stories up too.
Can I see onto the other roof?
I think if you
Even
look
just look at it.
across, it's probably another building. You're looking into another window if you look across the alley. So it's probably like 10 feet across the alley. Because like I imagine these roofs overhang a bit, is what I'm thinking, and also like the roof is actually probably a story or two above you. But I imagine they overhang a little bit, and yeah, there's probably like a 10-foot gap. I'm imagining that the alley. Here, let me try to show you here. I'm imagining the alley kind of takes up these squares, basically.
Well, from the alley, can I see like the lip of the roof?
Yeah, like you can look up and you can see it. Yeah, you can see the lip
What
of the
about,
roof.
but not from the window here? I would be able to see the lip of this roof.
Yeah, you can, like, if you hung your head out the window, you'd be able to see the lip of both roofs.
Okay.
Right.
I will struggle with the turtle shell and pull it over towards the window.
Okay. So
Yes,
it takes you like 30 seconds just to walk across the room.
Yeah. I guess I'll deal with this stupid.
There's like a and then he like sets and then like a and he drags a couple more feet, you know? Yeah. So you get it
want to
across the
help him?
room.
Okay. All of you leave at different times, going out the window. Give it about 5 minutes in between each person. Vaira, you go first.
Why are we going out window?
Through the bond, I'm going to say, start speaking in the bond. I'm going to say, we're not, I am. You are going out the front door.
Oh, good.
Make your way around to the alleyway, whatever side this is. East side. Quietly. Don't draw attention.
Why can't I join you, Havoc?
Because,
In my head, why can't I join?
because I can't take you with me. And I wouldn't if I could.
Okay, understood.
Just gonna be real simple as long as you guys don't draw attention. So let's just get this done with so we can sleep tonight. Yeah? Great. And then I will summon my apparition hanging my head out the window on top of the roof and trade places with it over the shell. As long as I can see the spot on the edge of the roof.
So you're like teleporting across to the other roof with the shell.
Right. So I'll be on the lip of this roof and then I will teleport.
Oh, okay, so you're just gonna teleport across the buildings.
I can summon those things infinitely, so what?
Yeah. You can do that.
That's
Nope.
the plan, anyways. And I'll be kind of crouching when I appear.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get interrupted or anything. So
Do I need to stealth, or am I going to go off what I am for?
I mean, can you stealth? You're carrying a giant turtle shell. Like, you have to lift it with all your might and then teleport and then drop it. And then, like, lift it again with all your might and then teleport and then... I don't know if you can really stealth while doing that. You know what I mean?
Is this the next morning or are we doing this at night?
No, this is at night.
It's
Nice.
a night.
Yeah, it's later at night. So it's probably been, what, at
So we
least...
haven't
like, at least
We haven't
8 o'clock or 8 or 9 o'clock at least.
We've only
so we
short
haven't long rested then.
Right.
No.
I'm going to drape my big cloak over it. So it's kind of... It's not shiny or anything. It'll be kind of just a big black blob in my arms. I don't know if that'll help me be stealthy, but there's that.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Just that I'm draping my cloak over the turtle shell, so it's just kind of like a big black blob. It's not distinguishable.
Yes, you can't tell what it is. Like, it might be a body of like a halfling or something.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone, I mean, you're also on the roofs, so it's gonna be hard for people to see you regardless. And it's late at night, and so it's dark and stuff.
I just
But I
don't want
mean-
it reflecting the light.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, okay.
Go on, you guys.
Where are we meeting?
Havoc said the alleyway around to the east.
All the way around.
So over here,
Okay.
you can make your way over there, Havoc. You can go ahead and make your way over there if you wanted to go first.
So teleport.
Yeah.
I'll be up on
All right.
Okay,
And-
I
Vaira.
guess. Oh,
I was just gonna say, I'm guessing
go ahead.
you guys wait 5 minutes or whatever for the next person to go, and then someone goes. Or what do
I
you guys
think-
do?
Yeah.
Even within a minute,
If-
I'll say, you don't have to wait for me. I didn't go out the front door. Someone go.
If it's been 8 hours, Vaira would recast seeming before.
I don't
That's it?
I don't think it's been 8 hours.
I don't
since-
think it's been
Okay.
8 hours.
No, it's
It's
been
been-
like
In that
4, maybe.
Yeah, it's been like 3 or
Like
4.
3.
in that case, Vaira will look at Soul and be like, "Did you want to take Kitty for a walk?"
We can do that, but Ambient, what was it you were talking about with helping us with seeing?
Oh, so like oh for seeing, you guys can see in the night. I think like you could see for like probably an hour, and I gave it to you like 15 minutes ago. So I hope you could see well.
Oh. Okay.
I'll
We
link
had-
it again.
We have
Then
45 minutes.
then Soul's gonna put a leash around Kitty, and then we're gonna go take Kitty for a walk.
You just go out the door.
Oh yeah, towards the alleyway.
Yeah.
Please
Okay.
tell me you don't have a
Kitty right
massive...
now still looks like a dog, so
Yeah.
You mean
Okay.
puppy.
nah, big dog.
Yeah, it is puppy.
So the lumberjack takes his mastiff or Saint Bernard for a walk.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah,
He's got one of those little kegs around his neck on his collar.
yeah, exactly. It needs to pee.
All right. Yeah, you can make your way over there to the alley if you like. You and Kitty.
I think Vaira is gonna walk with me.
Yeah,
We'll be a
Vaira's
couple,
good.
I guess.
Sure. So you guys just take the stairs.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you can go out. You basically go out the front door, and you go over this way. That's the alley.
Yeah.
From
Okay.
my position on the roof, can I see anyone taking notice of these people starting to go into this alley from the square here?
I think there's not really anyone around.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, I don't think this is a big party. Well, like it's not a big party night or anything. There's not a lot of traffic or anything. I think it's pretty quiet over here.
Just in case, Vaira's gonna be like, "It's okay, Papi. We'll take you here to go potty." As they go to the alley.
Yeah.
Puppy meows.
Okay. Okay. So, Ambien, how would you like to leave the room?
So, Ambien was like making a disguise, like while we were talking, and then he's putting on a wig, and then he's putting like long nails, and then he snaps his finger to turn his skin green with patches, and then he looks like Vaira.
Why?
Okay. Like how Vaira actually looks, or
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Okay, but why?
I want to surprise her.
All right. Yeah. Totally.
Starts walking down the stairs.
You
Like,
get
okay,
you
this
get
is
a
a great.
few head turns from just like staff and stuff and people working. I think maybe you
And
step out.
then
You step out. Yeah, I think maybe you step out into the hallway, and the housekeeping lady sees you step out, and she's like, she kind of just like, as you walk by.
I give her a big smile with my teeth.
Yeah, your pointy, sharp, creepy teeth. Totally.
Did you doctor up your nose and everything?
Yeah. Oh wait, what's Vaira's nose?
Yeah, the Githyanki nose is
No,
weird.
because remember when I was like touching? Because remember when I was like trying to manipulate your mouth? I was like trying to learn what the insides are,
Oh, is that what that was?
like the massage. Yeah, just to look like her.
Okay. It's very creepy.
And then
Ambien new creepiest character in the party. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
and then starts walking to the alley.
No one watching still.
Just hand Vaira some lotion and ask her to put it on.
So, once I see them all gathered down there through the bond, I'll say, "All right."
You
I
do
will.
see one thing after Ambien joins the party. You see the housekeeping lady walk out the front door, but then she walks the opposite direction. She walks, so she walks out the front door right here, and then she walks to the left, and she goes into this alley.
Boulder. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't seem to be following them or anything.
They would see that. I wouldn't go to see the right from the back of it.
Yeah. Okay, you guys can join in the alley. What happens?
Oh, how authentic to Vaira does Ambien look? Like 100%? Like 60%? Like
Got a roll on it, doesn't he?
I don't know. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I don't know.
How authentic is it? Let's see. Masquerade tattoo, is that's what he was using to do it, right?
Yeah, just for the skin, and then I made a disguise for my hair.
I mean, you could probably get the hair pretty close. Do you have a disguise roll you have to do? I think we had you roll something for the last disguise, right?
Yeah, let's
I think it's
see.
a
This is like
deception.
Sorry?
I think it's just
This guy's. Oh, go ahead.
here. It's like I have to roll a 20 to copy a humanoid's appearance. But then
Let me see here. Yeah, you have to create. I mean, I think you would have a wig. You wore a wig for your other disguise. Like, you might have a couple of them, right? Like, you could probably just get one that's close. It's not like Vaira's hair is just, if we're going off the image, it's just dark hair, right? Ella, I'm asking.
yeah, like dreads.
Braided or dreads or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll.
I mean, I think it's presumable you might have a wig that's pretty close. You might just have one. You're kind of an outfits person. It's kind of your thing. So I don't know that you'd have to create another one. But and you also like you're making your skin look like her by magic, right? That's what the tattoo does.
Yeah, the masquerade tattoo.
Is it able to like change your features and stuff?
Well, no, it does not.
Yeah,
It's
so you,
basically the
Just
dark,
hides
right?
in the green skin.
yeah, so you probably look like a
It's a good-
human version of Vaira, then, right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, not with the ears and the nose. Mm-hmm.
But the right skin pigment, like it's spot on, and stuff. But yeah, you kind of look like like a lookalike, like a professional lookalike of Vaira, but not exactly like
With
Vaira.
long nails.
Yeah. Do I hear somebody
where
try to
are we
stifle a
going?
laugh?
Oh.
I thought I heard somebody like.
Soul,
All right, go ahead.
Soul's gonna look at Vaira and then look at Ambien and then look back at Vaira and then be like,
Did
But virus in
Ambien-
human form. No.
Right.
yeah. Did Ambien change clothes?
right, but he knows that's Vaira.
No, say
Yeah, I mean anybody who's
No, I did not.
seen Vaira would recognize Ambien as looking like Vaira. Yeah, I think it's fair to say.
Through the bond, Havoc is just going to say, Ambien. Why?
Well, you know, it's fun.
But we're trying to not.
It's the night time. I
And
don't
once
think
we get on the other
this
side of the wall, we're
costume
going
can
to
attract any attention.
Wild card.
we're going to have to
Well,
enter an establishment when we get on the other side.
let's see.
And you're going to
You
look
realize
like that.
yeah, also through Link Virus, like you realize now they know I've been to city. This is
I don't think they would know. They might think you're an orc, not that get Yankee. And I remember we don't have any of our faces in the bulletin boards.
not yet.
Would you like to change
So
your
they're not
appearance?
looking for us, right?
I love how you say it
We'll,
so
we'll do this for a little bit.
Ambien looks right at the camera and says, "We don't know about that thing that happened off screen, right, or whatever."
Yeah, I'm still carrying the umbrella. Well, I'll hide myself in this umbrella, and I can also cast disguise self with
Yes.
this tattoo.
Go ahead and do that.
Yes, do
Now.
that.
Right now,
Now.
I can only do it once.
How long does it last?
I think
minute.
a minute.
This guy's self is. I know this guy's an hour. Sorry.
Yeah, if it's this guy's stuff, it should be an hour, right?
Yeah.
Then in an hour,
Should be long enough.
we'll be fine.
All right.
All right, well, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know why we're like, okay.
When this goes wrong, I'm
I
abandoning.
feel like you guys are waiting for me to do something.
No, we're just trying to get Ambien to not. All right.
I love it. All right, so you guys going over the wall? Is that what's happening?
So, firstly, I tell him I need some rope, so I leave the turtle shell there, summon an apparition down by them, teleport down, and I need rope from someone. I need one extra rope,
I think I have rope. Let me check.
and I think I have enough.
What are you guys doing with the turtle shell exactly? What's
Coming with us.
why? Why?
We're in too deep to abandon it now.
I mean, this whole time I've been like, okay, why are they carrying this turtle shell? I mean, as soon as combat breaks out.
Well, who's gonna be carrying that anyways? Like,
We're not
during
going
a
to have combat
bro.
because we're going to be sneaky.
Yeah, that always works out.
I'll hand you one rope.
All right. So I will poof back up to the roof. I will poof up to the ledge, and I will start to listen for the patrol until everyone to the bottom be quiet and wait.
Yeah. Maybe a minute and a half. You hear the patrol. They go by.
And then I wait for 30 seconds for it to go by or so. And then I poof up to the ledge. I secure the rope, and I toss it down to the alley. I've tied two of them together so it'll reach.
Okay, so you poof up to the ledge and you secure the rope. Is that what you said?
Yep.
All right.
And then I tell them to start climbing quickly. And I can do this once every 6 seconds. I quickly poof back down, grab the shell, and then poof up twice to do the thing again.
Okay.
While you're securing the rope, I'm gonna cast this on Kitty.
Fly.
All right. So Kitty can fly. Now, for all of you guys climbing, are they climbing the full 50 feet? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they're going straight past the ledge until the top of the wall.
All right. Your climb speed is half, I think, your normal speed, right?
If you
don't know,
not
actually.
proficient.
Sorry?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
If you're not proficient or like you don't have any climbing speed, I think it's half.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how long it's going to take everyone to climb over the wall. See if it's going to... So we know we got it probably at least 3 minutes. At best, like 4.5 minutes. We clocked the other patrols. Smart Havoc did. So let's figure out if you guys got enough time to get everyone over the rope. So Kitty's flying, so we don't got to worry about Kitty. Kitty can go alongside someone, presumably, or whatever.
Havoc stick close to the wall.
Yeah, and you can
How high up
teleport
is the wall?
50 feet.
It's 50, so it's 30 feet up to the ledge, and then another 20 feet up to the top of the wall.
Yeah. But presumably you're climbing the rope the whole way.
Right.
At half speed, so that would be 30 feet a turn.
15 feet every 6 seconds, so it should take like half a minute.
Well, if they use their action to dash, right, they can keep climbing.
Right. Less, yeah.
So it'd be 30 feet for 6 seconds.
So they should be able to get up there in like 20 seconds tops.
Yeah, you should be able to get all three. Well, yeah, 3 of the people that are climbing should be able to get up to the top in 20 seconds. Yeah.
20 seconds each is just 1 minute. If they're not all climbing like right next to each other.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So, yeah, I think you guys would have plenty of time to get everybody up there over the wall. Now, what about the turtle shell? Because you can only move it 5 feet per turn.
Right, so how wide is the wall at the top? I assume it's just 5 feet.
I mean, yeah, it's probably like 5 or 10 feet across total.
So once I have it up on top of the wall, I would hoof it the 5 extra feet to the other.
My question is, how do you get it on top of the wall? Because you can only...
Teleport.
Oh, yeah, you teleport. Okay, yeah. Never mind. No problem. You guys get over the wall, easy. Do you guys jump down that 20
No,
foot?
I secured the third rope, and then they climbed down. That's why I needed the extra rope.
All right. How long do you think it takes you to set up the rope? And
Just to tie it to the crenellations, I would imagine too long.
yeah, I guess that's fair. And then untying it, or do you just untying it might be an issue, or you just cut it?
No, I would wait until they're starting to climb down the one, and I would untie the other and haul it back up.
Okay.
The rope.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think you guys could do all that in 3 minutes. Okay. So you get over the side. You're gonna secure it. What are you doing with? You guys teleport down to the bottom, or how do you guys get down? They climb down the rope.
They climb down the rope, and then once they're down, I unsecure the rope and I poof down.
Perfect. So you guys find yourself in the alley of the Jade District. So what happens is, from the audience perspective, we just see you guys. We see them go up the wall, and we see you like fiddling with ropes and securing them to get ready to climb down. And then when we see you guys, when we see like everyone go over the wall, the camera stays on this side of the wall. And we go back over to the window of the room that you guys were staying in, and just like we had in that other episode before, the area around suddenly looks like a piece of fabric is pulled in front of the camera. It looks black and white, and there's like light fog and mist everywhere, kind of that we just didn't see before. And looking at the window, looking into your room, we see a immense spider hanging down from the roof on the outside. And so it's like hanging down from this roof from a web, and it's just looking into the room. And we hear it chitter a few times, and then it like sticks to the wall and like crawls along the roof and then down the side of the roof into this alley. This is a big spider, obviously. We see the housekeeping lady sitting there in the alley. She's like smoking a rolled up cigarette. And we see beside her suddenly a body just sort of materializes. Like it wasn't there, but as soon as the spider comes crawling down the side of the building, the body just sort of appears, and we just see like the silhouette of this person. We don't see their face, and just like we see like dark leathers and like maybe we see like the skin on his hand, or something, like fair skinned, strong masculine hand. And like we see the hand reach out to the building as the spider comes down. It like crawls along his arm. And you hear the guy's voice, and he's just like, good one, Garx. Learn anything useful this time. And we hear like the spider kind of chirp and chitter a little bit. And then he looks to the housekeeping lady, and as he looks at her face like begins to melt, like as liquid, and sort of drip off of her body onto the ground. And after like a few seconds, only like a sort of androgynous gray humanoid stands there. Very few facial features, just sort of like a blank looking lanky figure, with like long arms. And we like see the man's attention fall on this figure, and he says, "What about you, Lynette? Anything useful in their minds, perhaps?" And then we cut back to you guys. We cut back to you guys on the other side of the wall.
That's cool.
What was the name? Dirt and Lynette?
He called the spider Garx.
Gar.
Remember, we don't know that.
Yeah, but
Right.
the audience knows this, but the characters don't. Yeah, he calls the spider Garx, and when the housekeeping lady turned into a doppelganger, he called it Lynette. Yeah. So we fade back to you guys. I guess it's still early night.
It only took us like 3 minutes to get over the wall, if that.
Yeah.
Smooth. The first time we've done something successfully.
Yeah, you guys did a good. You guys did a good job. You guys did a good job. Yeah.
You just jinxed it. Now we're gonna be
No, it was
in a lot of trouble.
it was good planning, like the scouting and everything. Like, yeah, you guys are doing good. It's making it hard for me to find a way to kill you. But yeah, so let's move everyone into the Jade area. So it is 9 o'clock-ish at night. You guys have made it into the Jade district without paying.
While we're in the alley, tell Ambient to disguise himself.
Yeah, okay.
Does he?
Since it's Havoc who asked to disguise, he will obey. He will cast disguise self
And
the
then
masquerade tattoo.
once we come out of the alleyway, I will look for a guard.
Are you trying to find one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can spot a guard nearby. No problem.
Grown late, looking for an inn known as the Halfway Inn. Supposed to perform there tonight. Can you point us direction?
Oh yeah, you look like a stage performer.
You're welcome.
It's all planned out.
The guard's like, halfway in, is it? It's a fun place. You sure that's the right place? Doesn't seem like your kind of crowd. You're talking about the
It's on my
Kinda-
back and say, "Yep."
Yeah, he leans in, he's like, you're talking about the brothel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shrugs. Just a performance, I'm sure. Yeah, he points like across the main thoroughfare. And he says, you're gonna want to go across. Just go left once you get across the main thoroughfare. Couple intersections down. It should be right down there. You can't miss it. There's a big sign out front.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You guys have a good night.
And as we start to walk away through the pond, I say, Meryn. I'm going to kill Meryn.
All right, Meryn, what are you doing?
Were we still linked? I thought they redid it with them or
Yeah, I had to
something.
redo it so you don't hear
Okay.
it.
You said you were going to kill Meryn?
You didn't mention it was a brothel.
Sorry?
Anyways.
Sorry, what? Was it a question about the brothel? I did mention
No,
that.
you didn't mention it was. Did you? I don't think you said it was a brothel. You just said it was boisterous.
No,
I did.
No, he did.
Yeah,
He
I
said
said
it.
I said it was
said
a
he
brothel.
did. Yeah.
The place
Never
he actually went to stay though was a different
Right.
inn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was at the Humble Stumble or something.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Humble Stumble, yeah.
But I don't know that place exists, so we're heading to the Halfway Inn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
The third hotel they're gonna pay for tonight, or third inn. I mean.
Yeah, you guys are. Man, if only you got experience points for paying for hotel rooms.
Did we get anything for the planning and execution?
Yeah, go ahead and take another 3, easy, each. That includes you, Meryn.
Yeah, so I'm at 99 of 100.
Oh,
Oh, you're at 99. Okay, we just need to get you one more. I tell you what, if we get, I don't know if we'll get there. I don't know if I want to say that much.
We're gonna murder people. It's fine.
I mean, you probably are. Okay, so do we just cut to you guys walking into the halfway inn?
If there's no like problems, yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
nobody's
someone
gonna
wants
attack you in the streets or
say
anything.
something.
Yeah.
Is Havoc still carrying the turtle shell?
No. I would have let Kitty drag it again at this point.
Okay.
I can't carry it. I can
Yeah.
lift it up, and that's it.
So we just got a
Maybe we'll
very
drag it.
odd-looking group of people, and a giant dog dragging a turtle shell that's like tied to it.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, it
Yeah.
just you can hear it up and down the road.
It's scraping on the
So
stone.
early night. It's not like it's midnight. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not. It's only like 9:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we cut to you guys walking up to this like let's see if I can describe the place. Uh, sh- uh, Shiny copper walls exterior. And yeah, let's go with the jade roof. The main entrance is a double door, and you can't really see much of what's going on inside. The windows on the outside across the whole building are all like stained glass in different designs to make it difficult to see in, especially for like the rooms. Uh, as you guys as you guys walk in, you open the doors. The air has like a haze of smoke hanging probably a foot or two above eye level. Around the room, there's the decorations are all like super nice. So like we're talking like gold chandeliers. We're talking like swanky for the medieval times bars with like counters made of like granite, stone, or marble. And there's just like tons of half dressed people walking around. Now they're all dressed modestly. They're covering like anything that might be too much. This is PG-13 after all. But most of them are wearing like dark leathers that just cover up mostly the naughty bits. Now there's women and men that work here. So and there's also like over each of the finer tables, there's like a bird cage with a few different sorted like exotic birds in them, just as like a weird thing. Um, all the birds kind of chirp and sing happily. They have plenty of like food and stuff. And there's probably like people who just take care of the birds. It's just a weird, swanky, like tacky decorated, lots of finer metals and stone, and like marble and things like that. It's ostentatious, you might say. But yeah, I mean, there's like a main counter if you guys want to walk up and like order a room or something.
Out of curiosity, what do you look like now, Ambien? Did you say?
Oh, I look like Vaira's seeming, so we're technically like twins.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So we'll walk up to the counter.
Yeah, so the person you're talking to at the counter is a like a fairly short, thin man. You can't tell the shade of his skin because he's entirely painted with gold. So like every bit of exposed, and he's wearing an outfit too, but like every bit of exposed skin looks like it was dipped in gold. And it's clearly like if you look at his eyes, like where his eyes blink, it's clearly like some kind of body paint or something. And he does have like lacquered black fingernails. And he's probably wearing like a black silk robe. And yeah, and he's just like he just bows to you as you approach the the counter. Doesn't say anything.
A slight nod. We need rooms. I assume privacy is a given here.
Very discreet. How many?
4. Or, do you have a large room?
Are you looking for a suite? Our best room, perhaps.
As long as it has enough beds to fit us all. Or one big bed.
We have something with a large tub, if you'd be interested.
Bed.
He nods. I think he pulls out like a leather-bound book with like one of those like strings that ties around the book to keep it closed. And so he has to like unwind the string or whatever, and he opens the book. And he like flips through a couple pages and kind of like grumbles to himself a little bit, like like he's thinking. And he says, "Yes, we've got the perfect room, 4 beds. It comes with room service if you guys would like any hookah or opium, perhaps, drinks, any vices that might be needed. Also, it comes with 2 complimentary courtesans, like gestures to like somebody walking by. He says,
These beds,
"Do what?"
are these beds all separated, or are they in the same room?
The main room has a common area. The individual beds are separated, of course, for privacy.
Go on.
There are no windows on the bedrooms. The rooms themselves have custom-made heavy wooden doors and are sound insulated.
Good.
With the service and everything included, the total price for the room is 4 gold a night.
Okay, I really expected it to be more than that.
Yeah, it's not too bad. A gold a person.
Yeah, well, I'll just pay for it and collect it from them later.
Yeah, he takes the money, he bows, and he says,
We'll
"There'll
need
be
a meal as well.
do what?
We'll need a meal as well.
Absolutely. Would you like one provided at your room?
Yes.
We'll send a chef up right away." And he says, "We'll also have incense waiting in the room as well, along with a few ingredients. You'll find the hookah in the center of the common room." So basically, there's going to be like drugs.
Yeah.
Room.
Sounds acceptable.
But yeah, he just like takes the money. He's very like I guess stoic is a way to put it. Like the guy's like emotionless. Like he just says exactly what he needs to say. It's pretty short. Yeah, I mean, he'll have someone show you to your room.
I'm sure they used to paint eunuchs like that. So.
Oh, did they? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't honestly. I got the idea from Cyberpunk. It had nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, someone shows you guys to your room. So the main door is like a big it's like one of those like a castle door. Like it's like a foot thick. It's got a big latch on the front of it. And on the inside of the door there's several locks.
Okay. And I assume there's windows on the common room, but not the bedrooms like you said.
Yeah, this is just the main entrance. So you step inside. There's a very large common room. Again, we have like the marble, like the black and white marble granite countertops. There's like several cupboards around the room that are all like this ebony, this dark ebony wood. Yeah, there's like little cooking area in the common room. There's like a pillow fort basically with like a like your own private hookah. And like a pillow fort, but there's just like pillow seating all around the hookah. It's just like sitting in the floor somewhere. I think the dining area might be one of those like some restaurants have them where it's like you step down into the floor to sit down. You know what I'm talking about?
Sort of, yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like one of those areas where you like step down into the floor and there's like a table there and everything. And just to be like extra swanky for no reason. Yeah, and you probably have like another one of those bird cages with like some singing birds in there. And yeah, there's like a pile of incense on one of the counters, like potpourri and stuff like that, herbal incense stuff for scents. That's like lavenders and stuff like that. And yeah,
Sorry.
and of course, like by the hookah, there's just like an assortment of different spices and opiums and hookahs, tobaccos, and shishas and stuff. There's probably several wine bottles too. Not anything crazy, not like anything really rare, but some decent wines.
He shows us that if there's someone with us when we get to the room, which I assume there is, I will ask them to take the birds out.
Yeah, they have no problem. They the birds don't try to escape or anything when they open the cage. But yeah, they can. There's probably like 2 birds in the cage, like a mated pair, of like macaws or some kind of exotic parrot. And yeah, they just stick their hand in there. The bird like jumps right on their finger and like chirps happily, and then they nod to you and take the birds out of the room.
Once we're alone, if any of you plan on making use of the courtesans, I assume, right? Do it soon, so we can get some sleep. No one but us in the room when we go to bed. Agreed?
Was this the room that has the giant tub?
No,
I don't know. Is it? Oh, okay.
he didn't give because it seemed like Havoc didn't want it. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Vaira's gonna ignore Ambien for the rest of the night and just go sit on her bed.
She was like, "Oh man, I wanted to get in that tub." All right, sorry.
I mean, this is an upscale place. You could probably ask them if you want a bath.
Yeah, like they
Nah,
definitely have like a spa room or something, you know.
It's not that day of the year to shower.
She just prestidigitizes herself, all the dirt and whatnot.
When you make the comment about having them get their courtesans out of the way if they're going to do that, do you look right at Ambien when you say that?
I do. I kind of suspected maybe Vaira as well, but it was directed toward Ambien.
I was just curious. All right.
And then Ambien replies, "I'd rather be next to you tonight."
Gonna happen. So I'd make do with what you can have.
Okay. So is the plan to just spend your long rest here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Havoc and Susanna watch still.
Okay. Yeah, you're still gonna do normal watches. You're not gonna be interrupted. I think you guys are pretty safe here.
You think?
Yeah, I mean they'd have to break through the only way. Like, there's no windows on any of the bedrooms. There might be a window on the common room.
Right.
But you're probably kind of high up. If somebody wanted to break in, it'd be pretty hard. And they'd have to know exactly where you guys were. Like, I don't, I mean, I'm just like, I'm thinking through it all because there might be somebody trying to attack you. We did just see some folks spying on you guys.
Well, and we don't know that, but Havoc is just cautious by nature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys can take your long rest. You can refill all your spells, your HP, all that good stuff.
That is one full day where Havoc didn't fight something, so we need to get some combat.
You're about to get some combat in, I think.
Vaira tries stabbing somebody.
Yeah, Vaira and Meryn both tried, but Havoc didn't get to.
You could have stabbed the courtesan.
Yeah, you just go grab somebody, pull them into the room and stab them.
No one makes use of the free courtesans? Alright.
Pretty sure that's not their job.
Also, I'm pretty sure if we tried anything with the courtesans, they'd see through the seaming.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Also, once we're in the room and alone, I tell everyone that tomorrow when we leave, we need to look exactly like what we do tonight. No changes.
Vaira huffs.
I figured that'd be Ambien that huffs.
Well,
She doesn't want Ambien looking like her.
Okay.
Remember, we're trying to not draw attention.
All right.
Okay.
You don't think twins draws attention?
Well, I couldn't help that, so we're stuck with it.
So, as you guys take your long rest and we get around to the morning hours, what was it that Meryn was getting into?
Tim?
I was on mute. My bad. Meryn is going to take out some chalk from his bag and draw a bunch of gnomish runes on all the different walls of his room. And he'll take out his little bag of sand, pour it on the floor, and mold earth it into a bunch of gnomish runes inside of a pentagram. And then he'll take the tops of all of the different parchments that he cut the top off of and arrange them into weird patterns. And then he's going to, if there's any chairs in the room, he's going to prop one up on the door handle before he does all of this. And then I will go invisible, cast invisibility, open the window, and climb out.
Okay.
This is after the long rest, I
Once
assume?
it's in the morning. Once it's in the morning, yeah.
Alright.
I'll climb out the window, and I just, for some reason, took me back to the main Roll20 menu. So I will climb out the window, and then before dawn, I'll start as myself knocking frantically at the door to the inn.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody
And
comes
I'll
to the
just
door
keep
and
knocking and saying, "Hey, let me in! Let me in!"
yeah, somebody comes to the door and answers the door. And says, "Sir, you don't have to knock. This is an inn. You can just walk in."
It's urgent. It's urgent.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been tracking a changeling. Since, since creation, he's. I think he's in your inn. He was taken by a coven of witches. He killed my people.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
I guess.
Can I use inspiration on this?
I guess it could be deception. Yeah, I mean you can use your inspiration on whatever you like.
Hang on. Roll20 is lagging really bad. Give me a moment.
Yeah, he leaves scot free, then goes back to the front door for the lulz. Yeah.
Yeah, that was too easy. Let's try this.
No. There's something he's trying to get out of this.
Alright.
Wait, advantage.
Roll
Where is
better
it?
than you normally do. Hey, there you
17.
Okay.
I've been tracking him for weeks. I think he might have been in your hotel. I've been tracking the signs. I've seen the traces. By the way, not invisible anymore. Just to get back over the main entrance.
The guy's like,
There's not just a voice knocking and screaming.
the guy's like, "Oh no, what is a changeling? Witches, you say? We never see anything like this
Witches?
in the Jade district.
You think that
Please,
he was
get him outta
impersonating
here."
different people of power? Or
Yeah, he
or
immediately moves
he
aside to like
snuck in,
let you into the
most
place.
likely. Yeah, I barge in.
Yeah.
Who checked in last night? Which rooms had people check in last?
We had a few check-ins last night. He was like rushing behind you.
Any of them seem especially rude or strange, interested in discovering your cultures or
There was
imitating people?
one
might not
several
be.
employees had issues with. A terrible
Take me
child,
there
they
now.
said.
Take me to his room. Terrible sounds exactly like a changeling.
Yeah. So they take you back
Any
to
gold
your.
that he may have given you, any payment, probably cursed.
Oh my god. You are a bad person.
He doesn't say anything. He just nods.
I
He like you see. Make a perception check.
Yeah, hang on.
Or what's your passive?
Such a bad.
My passive is 12.
Yeah, make a check.
Just be nice and murder him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So like when you say the thing about the gold being cursed, like he looks at his hands. Yeah, he can't stop
You don't
looking.
have any of it in your. I look at him. Wait.
Oh, what? No,
You didn't
it's
touch it
long been
without gloves,
deposited
did
in the
you?
safe. It's in the safe.
You-
I don't keep it on me, obviously.
Yeah,
That would
you.
be completely unprofessional.
I would recommend that
Heard
you
those
let me
curses.
inspect it wherever it may be.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't get you into the safe. You'll have to talk to the owner.
I might need to.
But you be
This is
Crudyat.
urgent. Take me to the room though.
Yeah, he takes you to your room. Yeah.
I knock on the door, try to open it. Something's blocking it.
He says, "What are you talking about?" And he like goes to open the door. Yeah, he can't get it open either. I guess because the chair blocking the
Yeah.
door. Yeah. Oh my.
I keep knocking on.
Yeah, he's just like, what
I
do we do? Can't you kick it open or something?
Look at me.
But no.
Look how small I am. Do you think I can kick
He's
that
like,
door
"Well,
open?
you're
No.
the investigator. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a hotel worker." Or in worker or whatever.
Pick the gnome up and throw him
I'm
at the
gonna
door. That'll work.
I'm gonna cast Reduce on the door.
Is that? Can you do that?
Yeah.
A
you
creature
can be
or an object, yeah.
I assume it stays on the hinges though, so then it's just like a little door hanging in the middle of the space that was there, not blocking anything.
Yeah, probably. Let me read this. An object that
Look
is
at all
neither
this.
worn nor carried. On a success,
Chair
the
falls
spell
over.
has no effect on wearing. Change the and drop effect. I mean, yeah, I guess it just shrinks down. I don't think it'd be able to stay connected to both hinges if it shrunk. Like it shrinks half its size, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it would just fall on the ground as half of a door.
Well, it stays connected to one of the hinges, but the other one comes
Okay.
off, and it's just like leaning over kind of pathetically. But it's still attached to one hinge. It just is like, it's not all the way attached. But yeah, I mean, it's not in the way or anything.
I push the door open and knock the chair over. And I look around at all the chalk patterns on the walls and the sand pentagrams on the floor and the runes. And I look at him and kind of like mimic a face, or put up a face of shock. And I look in his eye, look him dead in the eyes, and background crate.
You look at him and you use Heart of Darkness on him. You use your
Yeah.
feature, your Haunted One feature. So when he looks into your eyes, he can see that you have faced unimaginable horror, and that you are no stranger to darkness. Though they might fear you, commoners will extend you every courtesy to their utmost to help you. Unless you've been, unless you've shown yourself to be a danger to them, they will even take up arms to fight alongside you should you find yourself facing an enemy alone. Okay, so contrary to how you've been acting this entire time, yeah. So he's immediately like, "Oh my gosh, this room is gonna take forever to clean up. What do we do?" And he looks at you, and you're just like deadpan staring at him.
This is what this. I've seen these runes before. I saw them on the night that my people died.
We just
I
got like
think
a
that
really
whoever was here
serious.
last night was the one that killed them.
Make a deception check.
Well, technically, it's true.
Oh.
Oh, you killed your people.
That is. That's true. That is fair. It is technically true, I suppose. All
I
right.
look at him.
I think the previous persuasion check would stand then.
I need to see that gold. I think it's the only way that I could find a lead. I've been tracking him for weeks, and he just slipped out of my fingers. It was so close.
He says, "The gold, you say?"
Or silver, anything he might have paid with. I should have traces of his what. And I just wave my hands at the runes on the walls and the sand patterns.
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
He huffs and like stares at the floor, and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 10 gold and he hands it to you without making eye contact at all. Like, please,
I know it.
if you can
Thank
just,
you.
whatever curse is, please just make sure it leaves me alone, please. I
set the
can't,
gold in the middle of the circle of sand.
I can't be cursed.
And I start chanting, and then I molder the sand to swirl around in circles, making different patterns around the gold. And then I'll minor illusion, a whisper. There's the sound of a whisper out of it, saying, "Go to the north, to the mountains."
Did you hear that?
Go to the north, to the mountains. Thank you.
What?
And
What?
then a pair of footprints appears with the minor illusion going north.
Who was it talking to? You or me?
I think to me. Don't worry, I will deal with. And I wave around this witchcraft. I'll clear the curses from this room.
Yeah, he's
Just
just
make
like
sure-
staring in awe at
Make
you.
sure to check to make sure that you don't let another changeling in. You're lucky that they let you have your life and you're in.
Yeah, he nods intently. Yes, sir.
Now, some of these counter curses will be a little bit dangerous to mortals, so I would recommend leaving before it gets messy.
Yes, sir. Arcana bless you, sir.
I nod. Probably at about this point, the door returns back to normal size.
So the door returns to normal size, but one of the hinges is broken, so it falls off the other hinge when it
And I
And
look
just
at the door.
falls to the ground with like
sorry-
a loud bang.
Sorry about that door. You might
sh-
need to replace that.
He shrugs. Oh, it's no problem, honestly. At least you've gotten rid of what was doing the most damage here. You know,
I nod.
it's like he says, doors we can replace. Curses are another thing. Glad we had you to deal with it.
And I nod. And then I wait for him to leave, but I'm just kind of chanting, doing literally nothing until he leaves. You're gonna want to leave for this part.
Yeah, okay. So he
Mhm.
nods and he walks out.
I pull out my little bag that the sand was in, load the sand back into the bag, and then I'll go adjust density to make myself lighter, and hop out the window. And leave.
Right. We don't
I
hear a
needed my
splat.
gold back.
Oh, okay. You needed your gold back? Really?
I
Alright.
needed my gold back.
Alright. You got your gold back.
Yep, and then I'll go to the meeting point.
Alright. Alright. So what does that look like? Do we cut back to the rest of the party? I guess you guys would presumably be waiting. I don't even know what's going on. It's taking some weird turns.
Can I get XP for that?
You guys, I guess, wake up from your long rest. This is like early morning, right? Do we cut to you like walking into the halfway inn, or do we cut like what do you guys think? Do we cut to them like waking up and getting ready, or are you guys already awake? What's going on?
I think
There's-
Soul probably would have woken up before the rest of them. What kind of items are in our room? Just wondering.
What kind of items are in your room?
Yeah, just regular hotel stuff like pillows and.
Drugs.
I mean,
hookahs,
there's several different like drugs.
golden chandeliers.
Yeah, fancy, swanky chandeliers, a lot of pillows, and like comfortable laying spots. There's basic cooking accoutrement, I guess.
Okay, actually, you know what? I have an idea. Soul's gonna go to the door, and he's gonna cast magic. He's gonna tinker with it, and he's gonna write a sentence on it that says, "Meryn was here."
Okay. On the door to your
Because-
room?
Yes, and probably two other pillows from the bed,
Okay.
just because he remembers Havoc saying that Meryn doesn't like people saying his name out loud. And so, because of what happened with the
At
dwarf
the store.
at the store, he's kind of annoyed at him. That's why he's been asking Havoc if he can trust him. So he's just gonna leave little like Meryn signs everywhere.
All right. Fair enough.
Discreetly.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing it like Kilroy was here, but with a little gnome instead.
I assume we'd see that once we wake up.
Do you put it on
Yeah,
like
you will.
yeah, I mean I guess if you put it in places where it's visible, they'd see it.
Start
Okay.
looking for a note.
Yeah, I guess you don't find a note. I mean, you see the Meryn was here note. That's it.
What
Havoc. Just
Havoc,
do it
what are you looking for?
See if Meryn left any notes. Notes to do.
I think he left one in the door.
Generally, we say them. He was here.
It says he was here.
Meryn, how were you gonna find them? Were you just gonna walk into the place?
No, we were supposed to meet out front of the.
I was told to meet them outside of it.
Okay.
Maybe
now
that
that
means
we're
maybe that means it's
now that we're
outside.
in,
Oh, Dane first. Go.
I said
now that we're
maybe
in
maybe that
the-
means it's outside.
God.
What?
Oh, Dane first. Go.
Odane's a different character, man.
Character.
Keo. Keo first.
Maybe that means Meryn is outside waiting for us.
I assume the sun hasn't risen yet. It's supposed to be at dawn.
Yeah. I mean, you guys were supposed to be meeting at sunrise or something, right?
Let's hurry up and get out there.
Okay.
Did we wake everyone up?
Is anyone? Yeah, I assume everyone else is woken up or being woken up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone need to do anything before we head outside?
Oh,
Sorry,
Besides
Sam. What were
steaming
you
meats
saying?
casting.
oh, now that we're in a nicer district, I'm wearing my fine clothes instead of common clothes to blend in better.
Okay. Do you get Vaira? Do you cast seeming on them?
Yeah, she'll recast me.
does it
Then I will-
include ambient?
No, it does not.
Then I'll just look like Vaira for now.
Wait. You mean her human form, right?
No.
No.
No, he
I have to
looks like
cast
her.
it now.
He looks
Havoc
like.
stands in front of the door and does not allow you to leave.
That's
until
how
you
he.
look
That's
normal.
how he came in.
No, he came
No,
in
he
looking
came
like
in looking.
a human Vaira,
Yeah.
like they were twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he looked like the Githyanki Vaira, but just a human.
A cosplayer.
Yeah, like a cosplayer. Yeah.
No, he had made himself dressed up as normal Vaira, but before we
Cast
went into
disguise.
the inn, Havoc made him use like disguise self or
Disguise
whatever
self.
to make himself look like
Mhm.
Vaira when she is using seeming.
Okay.
As you were.
Right on. Okay, so you guys alter your appearances.
I don't know, does Ambien?
I'm still wearing the wig,
Gotta
but
make
maybe
sure
I'll
we get
change.
this right.
I'll change. I'll change my skin color to like an orc skin color instead of what Vaira's real skin color,
All
I
right.
guess.
I'm standing in front of the door and not letting you get out until you change back to what you look like.
They won't ask anything.
They won't, because you'll look exactly as you did last night.
What if you brought visitors and you can say I was one of the visitors?
And they will ask why one of us is being left in the room.
Oh, that is good. Okay, I'll use the disguise self since it's a new dawn.
You just had Vaira do it.
No, she already got steaming.
I know, you told her no!
No, he asked if she was doing it on him too. I said no.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I thought you asked him.
Yeah. Vaira's not doing it because she doesn't want a twin, and she also doesn't want him going around looking like normal her. So she's just not not helping him.
Cat wrangler. Professional cat wrangler, that's why.
I mean, I don't know.
Alright.
The cats seem like they're having fun, so.
Once we all look normal-ish, we will leave.
All right.
Still look like a performer, because why not?
Yeah. Man. This group in their disguises. All right. So you guys are you guys satisfied with the way you look?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's the plan now?
We walk outside.
We
Did
go
we see-
outside.
So we cut to you guys meeting Meryn outside. Okay. It's morning. We're out. It's it's early morning. We're outside of like a brothel area, so it's probably not a whole lot of traffic around. Maybe a few people that get up early to go work or something are walking by. Like the morning crowd is starting to get up to prepare for work, but that's about it. Just a few stragglers in the streets. So, what does bumping into Meryn look like, guys?
On our way out, I pay for the next night.
Oh, you pay for another night.
Well, I mean, I'd collect everyone's score, but yeah, we paid to have another night.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Because we're leaving the turtle shell there.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Okay.
How much is Havoc asking for everybody for?
It's 2 gold so far
Good
since
pay.
last night and the next night. 2 gold
2
each.
gold each.
Yes.
That is the correct math. Does Vaira pay it?
Yeah.
I feel like it was a question there. Okay. So you guys
So
on the
is
way
Vaira
out, you
there?
pay for your next night.
There when we come outside.
I'm assuming everybody makes it outside. Nobody's objected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all.
No,
in the
I
same
mean it's Meryn there when we get out there.
Yeah, I would assume so. Is it fair to say you're there,
I
Meryn?
show up 5 minutes late. I show up 5 minutes late on purpose so that I'm a little unpredictable.
Okay.
So once he arrives, it's waiting patiently.
Yeah.
What's the plan? Get a look at our target.
What target? Who are you?
Can't include you in the bond right now, so you can just tag along if you don't want to talk.
Fine.
Oh, you want me to cast spell?
No,
Oh, what type of pen did that guy give me, by the way? The butler?
It's like a quill, right? It's like a fine quill, but
Okay.
nice ballpoint.
yeah.
Walk up clicking it.
And through the bond while we're walking, I assume you're gonna start leading us there.
Yeah, I'll start walking off in that general direction.
Through the bond, I'll tell Soul to keep his eye open for any type of craftsman-looking building.
And I say,
craftsman.
hope no one's following me.
For the shell.
Ah.
So we can get rid of that freaking thing. How'd it go?
What?
Yeah, I'll start walking.
We gotta get rid of the shell. We need a craftsman who can turn it into something so we can stop carrying it around.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you guys, you had a shopping day, guys.
I know!
But there wasn't any
Just-
there
Yeah,
at the district.
Out of character, I told him he should have it crafted and then enchanted.
Yeah.
Instead of enchanted and then crafted.
Yeah. Yeah.
I start walking over to Crudyat's place.
Okay.
So, before we get there, I just want to tell him we're just gonna pass by and get a look at it.
Okay. So from the outside, the compound is mostly wall. There is like a gate like a security gate to get in. But it's guarded by from this side of the wall. There's probably 4 mercenary guards. Perhaps they look like they might like just gauging them. Somebody make a like some kind of perception check or something to try to figure out like where these guys are. They're from. They're definitely not like city guards. Okay. They carry themselves like ex-military, so probably court military. Most likely swords, which means that they're well trained. And it means they're probably a pain. Like really, they're probably expert fighters, basically. So the swords is known for having the strongest military. They're kind of like this world's Spartans when it comes to military. Super strict. And like a lot of people are soldiers in swords. Yeah. As far as like the gear they're wearing though, they're not wearing military gear. They're wearing mercenary gear. So like a mercenary group, like a private militia. It doesn't match the colors for the court, for any of the courts. Yeah, I think it's probably mostly black and gray leathers, dark colors, but they're all wearing sort of similar leathers and armors and stuff. Okay, going by the gate, there's another wall. Once you get to the other side of the compound, the outer wall over here is narrower, and it doesn't have a guard patrol on top of it. The guards walk along like the front. Here, let me see if I can actually show you. If we're looking at it as like this kind of a building is what we've X'd on the map here. The guard patrols, and it probably is like a standalone compound. Like there's probably not all other buildings around it. But the guard patrols would be walking along the walls on this side and on this side, but not on like this side right here.
I assume
How
that
big is the
is
compound?
the guardhouse.
No, there's actually no guardhouse on top of the walls. The guardhouse is presumably on the other side of the walls.
Oh, I meant this little bit. That's not a guardhouse for this.
No. This place is it has well, you can't see the other side of the wall.
Right.
But it's there's it doesn't have like multiple buildings. It's like one large building.
How big is the building?
You can't really see from this side of the wall.
Wait, what? We're on this side, so we're looking at it.
Yeah, there's a wall around the edge of the compound.
Oh, like a stone wall.
Yeah.
What about through the gate? Is it like a full gate? Can you see through the gate?
Fair, you did roll an 18 perception. Yeah, maybe while you're walking by the gate, you can take a look. You see a very large, ornate manor, several stories high. Let's say 3 stories high, and we're talking like, just from what you can see out here, probably a few thousand square feet. It might have like a basement area. A lot of the area outside of the place is stone. I think if the gate is like in the center on this side, and you're walking from this way, and you can just kind of see like through the gate into like this part of the compound, you see like some gardens. So there's like a courtyard area. And it looks like some gardens over in that direction. Also, like once you get like on this side of the wall, looking at it from like this way, like I said, this wall right here has no patrols on it. It also seems like a little bit, it's wooden. It's a wooden wall here instead of a stone wall. So for what it's worth, it's not as heavily reinforced, but it also has no patrols. Presumably this leads into that garden area you saw when you were walking from this direction. So potential point of entry might be the garden, just because that wall is not being guarded. It's not being patrolled actively.
Okay.
How long of a walk is it from the front entrance of the manor to the gate?
As we're about here until we're like here.
Yeah. So from the gate to the entrance of the actual manor, maybe a few 100 yards.
Okay.
I mean, there's, like I said, there's like a courtyard area where there's probably some statues out front. Probably a few different statues, maybe things that are symbolic to his house or something. So there might be like a bull, maybe like couple bull statues on like either side of a walkway as you approach the main entrance. And there's a lot of walking room on either side. They're big statues. They're probably like 10 feet high at least, 10 to 15 feet high, maybe 5 to 7 feet across in width each statue. And there's plenty of walking room on either side to like viewing room. And walking room that leads in either direction to either side of the house. Like one that seems to be going towards the garden area, and another walkway that goes around the other side of the house, but you can't really see what's like in that area.
The wall that's presented to the street, the stone wall, does it look like the type that people can walk on, or is it simply a fairly thin wall but tall?
Sorry, what stone wall? The stone wall on the outside?
Yeah, that's presented to the street.
Yeah, it does look like something people could walk on. It is smaller than like the wall to Jade district, so it's like the Jade, I think we said it was like 10 feet across. This is probably closer to like, I mean, if we're being generous, 5 feet, but it's probably closer to like 3 feet, like just enough room for like a person to stand up there with like a slight bit of cover.
How much of the manor is wood, and how many of us can cast fireball?
Almost none of the actual manor is wood.
Okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's not gonna be that
Guards
simple,
count?
guys. Come
Yeah,
on.
but I mean, that one
Creation of
wall,
Crudyat Mysteries.
that one wall on this side leading into the gardens area is wood. Like this wall right here is
And
almost entirely
Is it
wood.
dirt going below, or is it stone walkways on the inside?
I think everything in the all of this is like paved, nice worked stone, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like all in the district.
Yeah.
I was thinking if there was a garden.
I guess in the garden it'd be
There
dirt,
is you do like when you're walking by, you can't really get a good look at it from the gate. When you're walking by, you do seem to see the edge of what looks like a garden area. And the garden area would be, like I said, on this side of the compound. So there's like a pretty large garden area over here. And like you just see here, let me take a look at the thing I got. Kind of see if I can describe it better for you.
assume Meryn is thinking of tunneling.
You might see the stone path that leads to it is very large. Like the stone path, and this path seems to run through most of the complex that you do get a look at. I mean, at minimum, the stone path is like 20 feet across in some areas. You might catch the edge of like a spraying stone fountain that sprays water several feet up in the air. There might be a few smaller fountains around it. And you see like hedges reminiscent to like what they make hedge mazes out of, those kind of hedges. And there's also some few rose bushes too, all finely trimmed, of course.
How many guards do we see again?
4 out front.
There's
Just
4
4.
on the front side of the gate. There's 4. You presume there's probably at least 4 on the inside of the gate. There's also several guards along the walls, but they don't go around the garden area. So they sort of stop, and they just mainly patrol the front and the left side, or if you're looking at the manor, the front and the right side walls.
That's right. Okay. They control this.
I am not looking. Okay. Yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah. And then the other wall that's left exposed is that wooden wall that potentially leads to the gardens. Now, the good thing about like a hedge maze kind of garden area is it means there's a lot of cover. Right? If you've got a lot of bushes, there's a lot of stuff to hide behind. What you do see, like that 100-yard stretch to the main entrance of the manor, is besides those two statues, they're like halfway between so like 50 yards from the gate. It's all open, so there's nothing to hide behind.
Open clear. Once we have passed the building and we're a little ways down the street,
Yeah.
I'll pull everyone up to a halt or be suspicious. Any thoughts? Through the bomb.
I have
Well,
plans.
I'll say it outside. Samir, participate.
I have 3 plans.
Okay.
I can tunnel under through the garden, and we can pop up, and then we fireball them.
Okay, quietly, by the way.
Or I can fly above, and I wait until he's in the middle of the hedge maze, and then I fireball him. Or
Hold on. Do
We
any of your
all
plans
wait
not involve
till-
fireball?
no, it solves most problems.
Okay.
Or we wait until he's coming towards the main entrance, and then when he's out in the open, we fireball him.
Those are all good
Well,
ideas. Anyone
in
else?
response.
We're saying it out loud so that he can participate.
Oh, okay. I like this fireball idea.
I nod.
Does anyone else have any ideas?
Don't.
We bribe all the
I
guards
said
to betray him, and then we fireball him.
I have this idea that we pretend we're bounty hunters so we can get inside with no troubles, and then we kill all the guards and we make him
Fireball
free
him.
us, and then we fireball.
Anyone else have any ideas?
What if
Should I
we?
be like Vaira?
What?
Should I be like Vaira? When about your idea, Vaira? Pretend to be
Okay,
bounty
fine.
hunters.
Yes, you can be me. We will turn you in.
Kin
I
to the
nod. I
idea.
like this idea. This is a good idea.
What if we secretly enter, make some sort of hole in that wooden wall, and try to sneak into the garden?
First, we should see how hard it is to get in through the front
It'd be
door.
better to make the hole under.
Are there any? I assume there's people around, like not necessarily standing next to us listening, but like walking by.
Yeah, there's people that are walking.
Are there
by.
any street merchants? And maybe someone that sells flowers or something like that.
Probably, yeah. Might be a few different stalls. Are you looking for someone that sells flowers in particular? Hello?
I'm thinking. Hold on. And anyone that sells anything bigger, than like bulky, heavy.
I mean, there might be
You
some.
mean like
like
giant cake?
yeah,
or
like a tea,
weapons.
the bulk tea merchant. It maybe sells like wholesale tea. You know, it's like people running tea shops, or stuff like that. There might be.
Yeah. I will walk over there very quickly and tell everyone. One moment.
Yeah. So you find a stall where this guy is selling like like these large sacks of dried tea, basically. I mean, they're probably 10, 20 pound sacks each, but it's a lot of tea. Right. Yeah, you just approach a stall. What's going on?
I need 2 things. I need a bag of your tea, and I need you to deliver it.
Understood. Where would we be delivering, sir?
Not far, just down the street. But it is imperative that this gets handed directly to the person I tell you, no one else.
Understood. A gift, perhaps.
A gift.
Excellent. Is
I
your
want your
friend?
finest.
He nods. Finest, absolutely. We have only the finest here. Yeah. So he's like, he looks under the stall and he like grabs. He finds a sack he seems satisfied with, and he like lifts it out and huffs it up on the thing. He says, "If you'd like to sample the product, this is our finest quality here."
Fine. I trust your word.
He nods. Yeah, I mean, you can smell the tea leaves or tea grounds or whatever. I mean, it smells good. It's strong.
What's your
So
price?
yeah, he says, well, these are bulk items, of course. I can't part with the satchel this size for less than 5 gold. It's quality, you understand.
I will give you the 5 gold as long as you ensure it goes directly to the hands of the person I name.
No problem. Someone close by, you said. I can assure you, we have the most professional delivery services.
Yeah, I'll give him 5 gold.
Yeah. He takes it. He's not. He takes it eagerly, but not too eagerly.
All right.
Um,
It's right down the street here. You will be delivering to a man named Crudyat. His guards will stop you at the gate. You must insist this goes directly to him, and that you deliver it yourself.
he kind of seems a little bit taken off guard, but he nods. Understood. Is Crudyat expecting this by chance?
No, it will be a surprise. Just tell him it's from his admirer. He'll know.
Yeah, he seems a little unsure, but he agrees.
I like how
And I'll tip him a gold for the delivery.
so Havoc probably looks the same as he did last night, unless he asked
that looked
Vaira
weird.
to change it. Yeah, so I like how there's this weird, like, probably entertainer of some sort, just like his biggest admirer.
Yeah, and everyone. I mean, he's like, "There's no way Crudyat has any admirer." That's what he's thinking. But yeah, I mean, he'll go along. He's like, "How can anyone like this loathsome man?" That's
Yeah,
what he's
and I
thinking.
tipped him a gold, so hopefully he's committed.
Yeah, certainly is. Certainly is.
And then I will give him a nod and say deliver it as soon as possible. Now would be best. I just don't want him to know. I don't want them to see me.
Understood. I'll get a cart right away. Wouldn't want to drop it, make a mess.
Thanks. And I will go back to the party.
Yeah. So a few minutes later,
And we'll watch.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can talk if you want to have a conversation or whatever. A few minutes later, we see the guy walk by you with the cart, with a single sack of tea towards the entrance.
And now we see how easy it is to get through the gate.
Yeah.
Observe.
Yeah. So, are you guys close enough to listen, or like to understand what's being said, or how close are you guys?
It's got really good hearing. I have somewhat decent hearing. How close would we have to be?
I mean, I don't know. There's people walking by. Like it might be kind of hard to hear. I would say probably within 20, 30 feet if you want to hear the words that are being spoke.
No.
No, not that close.
Just within eye shot, so we can watch.
Okay. Okay, so here's what you guys see. The guy with the cart pushes it up to the entrance. The soldiers or whatever, the mercenaries, immediately stop him. And one of them is kind of particularly heated with the guy. The guy seems to generally be trying to explain something. They listen. They hear him out. Then one of the other soldier, the one guy who seems to be in charge, stays there and is talking to the guy. One of the other mercenaries walks inside the gate. He like unlocks it, walks inside. He comes back out 30 seconds later with like a little book. He opens up the book and like flips through some pages, and he looks at the guy who's like in charge, and he shakes his head. Then the guy in charge kind of scolds the guy with the cart. We see him like pointing a finger at him and like shaking his finger at him, and then he like reaches down into the cart, and the guy that's holding the handles in the cart, he like instinctively is like tries to stop him. So he's like, no, don't be reaching in my cart at first, but then he thinks better of it and he backs off, and we see like the military guy, like he pulls up this sack of stuff, and he like pulls out a little knife, and he like nicks a corner of it, and he opens it. And he like looks in it, and then he like sticks his nose close to it, and then he kind of like scoffs and throws it down, and then we see him like gesturing at the guy kind of angrily again, and the guy like the guy with the cart starts acting a little bit submissive, so he's like putting his hands up, and he's kind of like backing away slightly, and then we see him like scold him a couple more times, and the guy with the cart shrugs, and he picks up the handles, and he starts to walk away.
With the bag or without the bag?
No, he keeps the bag. They put the bag back in the cart. They just checked to see what was in it.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't let him in.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, they didn't like beat up the guy or anything like that. They were kind of jerks to him.
Well, it looks like they have some type of schedule. I would assume the men didn't appear on the schedule. That's to the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we were on that schedule, we could walk right through the front door.
But how to get on schedule?
Can you magic it?
You want me to grab book?
It's an option.
I mean, they keep it on the other side of the gate.
Any thoughts from anyone else?
Can I ask what building is on the left and the right and the front of like what surrounding buildings are there
Like around the manor?
around the manor?
This one.
I mean, I know what you're seeing on the map. There's nothing like extremely close by.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Everything like outside the manor walls would probably be across an alley. If you're trying to look at like, I don't know if you're trying to think about like jumping from a rooftop over the wall or something. I don't think anything is close enough to do that. You could if you got on the wall, like the ring wall, you could jump down into Crudyat's manor from there potentially.
Well, it seems like this building is actually higher than the wall because the wall is only 20 feet high. If it's 3 stories, then that's got to be higher than 20 feet.
Well, the building is, but his walls aren't.
Right.
His walls aren't that tall. They're not even 20 feet.
Right. I figured like 10.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess you can do that. I'm not sure you're going to see any traps on the outside. You can see them on the inside of the courtyard.
Yeah. There might be other buildings inside. You didn't get a great look at the right side inside the compound. It's kind of blocked off a little bit.
Ambient is doing scene visibility.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. For the duration, how long does it last? An hour?
An hour.
See into the ethereal plane. Awesome. Okay. What does it look like for you when you do this?
Basically, like my eyes, just like the color of my eyes, just like it's like an aurora borealis or something, and then I just like try to check in if there are any invisible things
Yeah.
around.
What's the motivation? I mean,
Oh,
besides
just to check
the meta.
objects.
He's looking for to see if there's any magical traps or
trap.
invisible traps
Oh,
around the
okay.
compound.
Yeah. I guess you might see magical traps. You might see some like runes on the actual wall, like some warding.
Oh, okay. I mentioned this in the link. I mean the bond.
Sure to check
There are
the
runes.
palisade wall as well.
Yeah, I'll check around.
Yeah, I mean, if
If you
Do you know what the runes mean?
Do I roll for it or
you can, if you want, be like Arcana, I guess.
okay?
It's really just a big comic book painted in runes on the outside.
I don't know.
You don't know much.
If
They
you-
seem
if you describe it
defensive.
to Vaira, she might be able to tell.
Yeah, you could describe them to
Alright.
Vaira.
Alright, I described the runes to Vaira.
Okay. Do you want to roll, Vaira?
Okay. Nope.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Can I roll on it?
How? You don't have the bond.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing this to the bone still.
Oh, I don't know if he is.
Yeah, I mean, if he
Excellent.
wants to describe it to Meryn out loud, he can.
Hey, you little kid. Do you know how to read runes?
I
don't think he looks like a kid right now,
yes.
though.
Yeah, I look like a gnome.
Oh, okay. Well, check this out. I point to the walls. I don't
Yeah.
know if you could see it.
Okay, Meryn, you want to roll?
Looks like a wall. Pretty nice one. If he explains what the runes look like, then I'll roll.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming you
yeah.
can describe them. Yeah.
Maybe you should write them down.
Yeah, write them down.
It's a pretty nice wall. If you write some down, then I'll roll Arcana.
Okay,
Nice.
that's better.
Finally.
So what do I know about the runes?
So, the runes are defensive runes. They are meant to prevent damage to the stone from like breaking, being knocked down, that kind of stuff. Typically, you see this on like ancient stone, some stuff that's really old. And the pattern, the warding pattern that's used is really, really old. Maybe even gnomish. It certainly hasn't. It certainly hasn't been put up any time in the past few hundred years.
These walls are transplanted.
Do I know if it would stop people from teleporting?
Yes, it will stop teleportation through the walls. It will stop digging under the walls. It won't stop
There's
climbing
that.
over them, though.
How does that? Yeah, like does it?
Explode?
No. The teleportation part. Is there like a magical force field? You can't teleport. Like if you're looking straight down at the compound from 300 feet up, can you teleport down?
I mean, you can fall down. You'll be fine.
Or what about teleporting?
Like I said, you can climb over the walls, no problem. You could probably, if you were like up in the air, you could probably teleport over them. You just can't
So it's
teleport.
just not-
You just can't teleport through them.
So you'd have
I'll
to
look
have
at it. I have a good idea what they do.
And I don't think it like explodes or anything. You just can't cast the spell. Like the spell just doesn't work if you were trying
anything
to.
you'd like to share
Can
with the
you
class.
just
What?
Said anything you'd like to share with the class.
No. Looks like some older runes. I don't know if I could really explain what they do without proper motivation, though.
Vaira will pull out a dagger.
And that is proper motivation. So these runes will stop teleportation and going under. And they also, I think, strengthen the wall, but I don't know what else they do.
So we're not blowing a hole through it.
A lot of protective magic. I think we can go over. You can put that away now.
I'll put it away slowly.
How long does it take to ritually cast detect magic ambient?
10 minutes.
All right,
Also, we're not just standing out in front of it and staring at this place. Like, if he's doing these, I would be advising him to do it as he walks by.
yeah. I mean, it'll take him 10 minutes to do it.
Circumspectly. Something. I don't know. He's only got to be within eye shot, so.
Yeah. But presuming you guys wait around for 10 minutes while he does this, I mean, you guys can keep
Yeah.
talking if you want. Or we can just see what happens.
What did they say to your bag guy?
You watched. I couldn't hear any better than you, but they didn't let him in.
No, you can go ask him.
No. Showing up again would just raise too many questions. He served his purpose. You can go and
Okay.
question if you'd like, but I think it helps us any.
Do we know
We
if
know
the
that
runes is like
Sleepless.
one? Sorry.
Go.
I'm asking. Do we know if the runes is like one rune on like? Was it like one magic effect on the wall, or is it like multiple magic effects?
It's probably one. I mean, you can consider it one magic effect on all of the stone wall.
It's a contiguous item, so it affects them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you were like to dispel it or something, it'd probably be fine. Like it would be no longer active. Also, it's not on the wood wall, like the like wood
Okay.
attachment by the gardens.
I
But yeah,
saved through the link that I could probably dispel it, but we would still need to do something about the guards. If that's
You
the
can't
route we're
dispel that.
going
That's
to.
his. Oh wait, never mind. Link.
Spelling it won't necessarily aid us in this wheel. Easier to simply go around.
I like Vaira's idea, but I also don't mind sneaking in through the wood wall at night if that's what you want to do, Havoc.
Problem with Fire's idea is we don't know if bounty hunters were supposed to bring the heads directly to Crudyat or somewhere else. More likely, we're supposed to simply turn them in somewhere else.
Don't you have copy?
Whose head are we turning in?
I think I have a
Between
thing
Ambien
that
and
has
Skull and Vaira.
Vaira will point at Ambien. He offered to go in looking like me.
Sorry. Ambien, do you still have see invisibility up?
Yeah, it's for an hour.
I know what's going on here.
Right. What is... Sorry, I rolled something in secret. What is your passive perception?
23.
Okay, now, if someone's trying to perceive... Like, okay, so if... Let's say I rolled a stealth, of 23.
Meet it, beat it.
The stealth meets it, beats it, or the perception meets it, beats it.
Perception means it beats it because perception is the thing trying to uncover the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's trying to hide.
All right. The roll's on stream. It was a GM roll. So here's what happens. While you guys are talking and planning and all this stuff, Ambien looks over, like you're looking at around the place, you're plotting, whatever. You look over and there's like an overhang hanging out from this building. It's probably 20, 30 yards from you guys. And it's on the same side of the street as you guys. I'm imagining you guys are across from the manor, sort of looking at it. You just out of the corner of your eye, you see this movement on this overhang, and you look over, and there's this gigantic white, like translucent white and purple spider hanging. I mean, it's huge, and it's hanging down from this overhang, and it's looking right at you.
Does it know that I could see it?
Once you make eye contact with it, yes. It, like, once you look at it and your eyes like stay on it for a second, it repels back up the web and onto the roof, and then it darts over the roof, it darts from the underside of the roof. It darts to the edge and then climbs on top of the roof and then skitters out of eyesight like immediately.
And you're telling us to the bond?
Yeah.
Did you like stare at it? Notice you staring or something?
Yeah, because it ran away.
How big of a spider?
We're talking like
Big.
5 foot leg span, I guess is the best way. At least, no, I'm sorry, 10 foot leg span. It's.
You want me to fireball? It will destroy spider and everything around.
Not yet. Did it crawl down an alleyway, or can we follow it?
It skittered across the top of like the roof that it was hanging from, out of sight.
Did they say anything out loud or just through the link?
So far, it's all going through.
Okay.
But we're all staring over at another house for some reason.
Can you just put me in the link? I can tell that you guys are talking about something, and it's really annoying. I don't like having to say things out loud.
I don't have that capability until I XP.
Yeah.
Vaira squints at you and asks, what will you do to join Link?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A little incentive.
What are you talking about?
You want to join Link?
He's just standing there in silence, and everyone is everyone else is giving each other the eyes, and you're just like standing there, and you're like, "What are you guys talking about?"
If you want to know, you gotta pay.
Also, just want to make sure Ambien knows it didn't go towards Crudyat's place. Like it went away.
Oh, I thought it went inside.
No.
It went this way, right? Along the roof of something.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What did you see? Who saw it? What was it? You guys keep looking over that roof.
Through the bond, I will say.
Yeah.
Should we? Do you think it was watching us?
Maybe it's 11:15. I know Kio's got schedule. Maybe that's a good place to end the session. It's just like you guys trying to figure out what you saw or what.
Quickly throw a dagger at her.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
You say you throw a dagger? Oh, you just like throw a dagger at a random person?
I was actually thinking about it, yeah.
I gotta get that combat XP in. Give me that 1 XP, man. I'll murder a commoner. And Havoc's like, I'll murder all the commoners. Just give me that 1 XP. All right, let me take a look here. Let me take a look. I feel like you guys did really good today. So far, everyone has 6 XP today, right?
Yeah.
Let me take a look.
Do I get anything for the exorcism that I did?
Yeah, absolutely. Take 1 XP for the exorcism. Actually, take 2. Take 2 XP for the exorcism.
Exercised your gold from his grasp.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the gold bag and
Can
stuff.
just go
Alright.
around paying for hotel rooms.
Okay,
so it's
Havoc, you need to take an extra 2 XP for like the scouting and the general planning on getting into Crudyat's place. You've done a lot of the planning and stuff there, so take 2 XP for that. Vaira.
I didn't really do much, so I don't know if I actually deserve extra experience.
Ambient did the thing.
Yeah, Ambient did.
He did do
The
the
what?
thing.
Vaira, you disguised most of the party.
That's true.
On
You
a
did
couple
be
different
seeming.
occasions and came up with disguises.
I did make you look like a child. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
The seeming the seeming thing really is clutch because honestly, you're avoiding the bounties that are on you guys
Yeah.
now, and they're spreading throughout the town. They're already all around the Dirt District. They'll be in Stone and Jade soon. All right, yeah, take 2 XP for that. What was the Ambient was like? I did the thing. What was the thing we were talking about? Ambient.
The performance.
I was going to talk
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, the
He's
performance. Okay, I
outside.
just want to make sure you didn't have another thing that I was supposed to give you XP for. Yeah, 2 XP for the performance is fine. And Soul. Soul had a couple creative moments with your artificer stuff you were doing today.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to put
Frame
traces of Meryn.
Yeah, you did the
I'm
thing with the
I'm
writing.
amping up for a confrontation.
There was another thing you did besides the writing. What was it? Because I remember being like 2 different times, being like, "Oh, it's a cool artificer thing he's doing."
Oh, I don't remember, to be honest.
All right.
You made Kitty fly.
Door.
Yeah, you did make Kitty fly and stuff. All right. Yeah. Okay. Take 2 XP for that, and then yeah, Meryn, I'm gonna include the door and the 2 XP extra for the scheme. I think the door is part of that. So that should put everybody at 8 today. I think. Everybody at 8.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I really wanted to get into some combat today, and we're almost there. But honestly, it was. I just wanted to let you guys do your thing. It was really entertaining, so I didn't want to rush you guys along too much. It seems like it was going pretty good. Okay. Well, how about next week? Is everybody on for Monday? I don't have any reason. I've got most of the next few sessions planned out already, so.
Should be good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, awesome. You guys got any shout outs or anything you want to say before we end the show?
Shout out.
When is your next Friday session?
This Friday, we're doing.
Oh,
This Friday.
still going, huh?
It is still going. We're having episode 2 this Friday because we do it every other Friday for Unknown New Orleans. And first session was pretty weird. My character did some. I think it was LSD. I don't really know exactly what it was, but basically, my first scene involved my character waking up from a hangover, walking to a gas station to get a Gatorade and a gas station burrito, and then just some random guy outside the gas station sold me some dope. And my character did that, saw demons, and flipped out, and ended up injuring himself. And then some lady. So I flipped out and ran to this like abandoned old abandoned like house or this old abandoned government-owned building or something. And one of the people who owned the property found me like hiding in there, and I tried to hide, and I like slipped on some rubble and injured myself pretty bad, like stabbed something through my leg. And then she just like healed it, no big deal. That's what happened on the first session.
Wow. I was gonna listen to it, but I totally forgot that it was that Friday. So
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to watch. Like if you're trying to watch this show
Yeah.
4 hours and then another show 4 hours, it's a lot to watch in one week.
no.
Well, thank you guys for playing. I had fun today, and thanks you folks for watching. The VODs will be up on the YouTube in the next couple days. I got a lot of other, like I'm working on some, I got a bunch of backed up Cyberpunk videos that I'm working on, and I'm trying to get them. I might have one up tonight, but I'm trying to get them up soon. But yeah, all right. Well, thanks guys. We'll see you guys next week. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
All right.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
okay.
and
Take care.
everyone.
Have a great night. Have a
Yes,
great
sir.
week.
Bye.
If you enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe.